Have you decided you want to promote your social media posts to drive awareness? You're in the right place. In this video, we'll talk you through the types of ads you can use, as well as some suggestions on how to target people right for you. Driving brand awareness is such a key thing on social that most social channels have a specific brand awareness ad format, which is easy to use if you want to reach more people and find your audience. These types of ads look like regular posts on a social media feed, and they can help you reach people who are most likely to remember your ads and help improve brand recall. If you want to use this type of ad on Facebook or LinkedIn, choose brand awareness. For Twitter, choose reach. You can choose to promote a post that is already live on your social media feed, or create a completely fresh post just for the sake of the ad. The choice is yours. If you're looking to drive brand awareness, one of your goals might be to gain more followers on your social channels. If so, good news. Twitter, LinkedIn and Facebook all provide campaign options for increasing your follower count. These ads are known as follower ads for obvious reasons. And if you choose to use them, people will see a big follow button on the ad, so it makes following you even easier. For this type of post, it's best to keep your copy short and to the point. Let people know why they should follow you and the value they'll receive when they do. It's worth noting that for Twitter follower ads, it will just show your text and what Twitter calls a follower card, essentially the top of your Twitter profile with the header image, handle and bio alongside a follow button. If you add a tweet to a follower's ad that has an image or a video, the image will appear as a URL link and people would need to click to see it. Because of this, it can be best to just use text here. You don't want to drive people away to click a link and see your picture instead of following you. To choose this type of ad, on LinkedIn and Facebook, choose engagement as your goal, and you'll be asked whether you want to target towards new followers. For Twitter, there is a button specifically for creating follower ads. If you want to create ads that drive awareness and get people to visit your website, you might want to try traffic ads. On this type of ad, the goal is to get people to click through to your website. Similarly to brand awareness ads, here you can decide if you want to use an organic post you've already posted on your page or create something totally fresh. This type of ad is especially good if your key channel is Instagram, but you want to drive people to your website. As you probably know, on Instagram, regular links don't work in posts, so you need to direct people towards the link in your page bio. With a traffic ad, you can drive people directly to your website from your Instagram post. There are other ad options you can try, but these are the 3 best to drive awareness of your brand. Made up your mind about what one you want to use? Great, let's talk targeting. At this stage, your targeting will be broad. The beauty of social media is that there are so many different ways to reach your target audience. There are 2 main options for brand awareness: demographic and interest targeting, and a lookalike audience. Let's chat about demographic and interests. As you're looking to build brand awareness, a good place to start is by simply pursuing those who have related interests and who follow similar brands to you. A travel brand would target those who have shown interest in holidays and travel, as well as people who follow other travel brands or competitors. This is an ideal audience to introduce your product or service to. You can also use demographic targeting, narrowing down by age, gender, or location. If you're a hairdresser in Leeds, there's no point in raising awareness of your business to people living in London. So by narrowing your targeting by demographics, your ads will only reach the right people, saving you money. Lookalike audiences are a way to reach new people who are likely to be interested in your brand because they're similar to your best existing customers. If you choose to use a lookalike audience, the social media channel will choose people like your current audience to show your ad to. This can take some of the guesswork out of it, as you don't need to spend time thinking about what people are interested in. However, you can only create a lookalike audience if you already have followers on your page, or some form of customers, so this can't be used on your first day of business. So, now you've got your ad ready, chosen what ad type you want to use, and have set your targeting, it's time to put your ad live. So, you've carefully created posts or ads with the aim of driving brand awareness. How can you tell if your efforts have paid off? Let's talk through some of the key ways you can easily see your success. When it comes to driving brand awareness, there are a few ways you can measure success. First is the number of followers you have in your social channels. By tracking your follower numbers on a monthly basis, you can see how many new people know about and are interested in your business. If you ran a follower ad campaign on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, you'll be able to see exactly how many new followers you received from that. But it's also a good idea to track your overall followers. It's also a good idea to measure how many people actually saw your content. Make sure that you know the difference between reach and impressions when you're tracking this. Reach is the number of people who saw your post, while impressions are the number of times your post was seen. For example, say you ran an ad and it was seen by Mark and Beth. Mark saw your ad 1 time and Beth saw it 3 times. The reach is 2 because you reached 2 people. However, there are 4 impressions as the ad was seen 4 times. Facebook and Instagram allow you to track both impressions and reach, while LinkedIn and Twitter only tracks impressions. Once you've discovered how many people have seen your post, you'll also want to check out how many people actually engaged with it. Here, you're looking at the number of people who hit like on a post, who left a comment, shared the post, or saved it for later, depending on the channel. A like is the easiest social media engagement and requires less effort than a comment or share, so it's the most likely to be received at the brand awareness stage, unless you're running a competition. Finally, if your content includes video, make sure to track how many people watch them, and especially how long your videos are watched for. If no one makes it past 3 seconds in a 30-second video, this shows you need to find a way to draw people in quicker. When it comes to tracking reach, impressions, engagement, and video views, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can do this on a post-by-post basis. On every post, be it Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you can click on it to see the exact reach and engagement that post received. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, they also have an analytics section where you can see how all your recent posts performed at a glance, so you can easily see what one performed best. If you'd like to learn more about how to track the results of your campaigns, we have a course dedicated to helping you find and understand the results of your social media efforts. Want to know some simple tips to help boost your brand? We're going to take you through 5 practical tips you can use to increase brand awareness. Some are small things, others slightly bigger, but all are easy to implement tactics that you can put in place to help drive awareness of your company. First, be social. Take part in conversations in your sector, whether it's joining Twitter chats, commenting on LinkedIn posts as your company, or engaging with influencers on Instagram. Social media is a 2-way street. If you converse with them, they will converse with you. Similarly, if someone leaves a comment on your post, make sure to reply to them. Our second tip is to follow people. Did you know that on Twitter, KFC follows 11 people, the 5 members of the Spice Girls, and 6 people called Herb? This is a play on the fact that KFC's recipe is made from 11 herbs and spices. Interesting facts aside, even huge brands like Cadbury's, Tiffany & Co, and Airbnb follow people on social media. This is particularly true on channels such as Instagram and Twitter, and a useful way to organically gain followers. But make sure you only follow those who suit your brand. On Facebook, you can even go a step further and invite people who have liked your posts to follow your page. If you have budget, you can also use follower ads to help increase your follower numbers. Use interest targeting or a lookalike audience to find people who could be your perfect customer. A third way to increase brand awareness is to create fresh, eye-catching content. As the adage goes, content is king. Create videos, how-to guides, or other content that people can share and use, helping to increase your reach. When it comes to building brand awareness, don't just sell. Explain more about your brand. It can be the story of how the founder came up with the idea, or a narrative about how the product has helped people, whatever works or sets you apart. Whether you decide to go for still images, videos, or animations, make sure the assets to accompany your post or ad grabs attention. People's feet are so busy these days that you need to get their interest in just a few seconds, so you want something that looks interesting and stands out. Our fourth way to expand your reach and grow awareness of your brand is by including hashtags, particularly on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, you can use up to 30 different hashtags, and this gives you a chance to get your content seen by a whole new audience who may be interested in your content. When you're choosing your hashtags, remember to use smaller and more localized hashtags, such as hashtag London Cookies, as well as more general hashtags, such as hashtag cookies. When people click on a hashtag on Instagram, they can see the top uses of the hashtag, as well as the most recent uses. If you use only general hashtags that are often used, you might be lost in a sea of content. But if you make sure some of your hashtags are more unique to you and your business, you'll stand out more, and there's more chance you'll appear on the page of top uses. A fifth tip to increase brand awareness is through creating a small contest or giveaway. For example, if you're a small business with 950 followers, you can say you'll give away a free item when you hit 1,000 and encouraging followers to get their friends to join. We don't recommend running contests all the time. You can end up with followers who just want free things and aren't interested in your brand. However, one every few months or when you hit a milestone is a great way to boost awareness, and you can even run this as an ad to extend your reach even further. If you're running a contest, make sure your prize ties in with your brand. For example, hairdressers might offer a free cut and blow dry, or a candle company might offer a selection of their best-selling fragrances. By giving away something consistent with your business, you're more likely to be followed by people interested in what you have to say. So there you have it. 5 quick and easy tips to help boost your awareness from today.